got my comics that I pre-ordered a month ago. That is basically the only way I can stay in budget. Because, comics cost a lot these days. So, the only way that you can get them cheaper is to buy them ahead of time. Okay, and this, of course, is from one of my favorite online comic shops, Lone Star Comics, mycomicshop.com. Okay. They definitely shore these up real well for you, girl. Real well. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's see what I got. Because remember, most of these are pre-ordered. And I got them and I paid for them much cheaply a month ago. So month by month with what I got. Okay. Because yeah. We're talking about the good stuffs here. We're talking about the good stuff here. Okay. So, let me, of course, arrange these a little bit better. So, Okay. All right. I'm just so excited. It's just like brand new comics in my hands. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love them. So, okay. So, let's get started. All right. So now we start with Abbott, 1979, from Boom Studios. This series ends the trilogy that started with Abbott and Abbott 1973. Boom Studios is one of my favorite independent comic studios. The series that they have, they're very diverse. They're not afraid to show people of color on their books and in their books. And of course, I gravitated to this one right away because this one, of course, is a black woman who's the lead and trying to save her city from the forces of the supernatural that stole her husband away. And if you're interested in Abbott 1979, this one here says, on the eve of the 1980s and the Reagan administration, Detroit is burdened with an oppressive darkness, both political and supernatural. Tabloid reporter Elena Abbott, who previously defeated the occult forces responsible for her husband's death, must dig herself out from rock bottom if she's going to save Detroit from the Umbra one last time. So yeah, if you want to see the end of Elena Abbott's story, pick up Abbott 1979. And this, of course, is cover A. Now, you know me. I'm also a cover B girl. And this cover was pretty fantastic. And I was like, oh yeah, gotta get it. Gotta get it. The cover has to be awesome in order for me to get more than one copy of a comic. So yes. Awesome. All right. Next up. Black Panther, issue 5. Dr. Eve Ewing. She is, she's the GOAT. She's awesome. Okay. I love what she's doing with this series. I love the world building. I love actually finding out more about Wakanda. Outside of just T'Challa, Shuri, Okoye, and everybody else in the major city. So, pick up Black Panther, number 5. Okay, and this, of course, is Taurin Clarke cover. He's one of my favorite artists. You know, these, I need several of these to just put on my wall. Because this is gorgeous. So Taurin Clarke is the artist for this cover. And Chris Allen is the artist for the book. So, of course, I had to pick up the Chris Allen Stormbreakers variant. This one, you don't normally see most of these covers when you pre-order. And usually, I just buy the ones that are sight unseen because usually they're fire. And this one is no different. So this is the Chris Allen Stormbreakers variant of Black Panther 5. Next up, The Fall of X, X-Men 27. I got, of course, this is not the A cover, of course, but I got it because, you know, my girl Storm is up front and center. And, of course, surrounded by several of her X-Men brethren. So, you know, I had to get any cover that features Storm in an X-Men comic, you know, I got to get it. And I'm going to get it. So, yeah. I also decided to pick up the New Champions variant. Okay, this character is from the new Gods series, Gods. So I was like, okay, it's kind of cool. But the main reason I picked it up is because it's from another one of my favorite artists, Peach Momoko. So it's a Peach cover. I have to have it. So I'll probably check out this character and see what she's about later on down the line. But this cover, I picked it up because, of course, Peach Momoko. I have a good list of my favorite artists, so I'll probably show y'all that in another video. Next up, Wonder Woman 1, The Dawn of DC. There's trouble in DC, and it appears that an Amazon had went on an assassination spree. So now Diana and the rest of her sisters got to find out what is going on. What is the deal? So I always pick up number ones of Wonder Woman. They're usually pretty cool. And then, of course, you're going to see Nubia and the other Amazons come on in to deal with this new era. Because now the Amazons are dangerous. So a lovely thing about Lone Star Comics is that if I happen to see comic books that I'm waiting for, along with my pre-orders, they will pack them comics that you pay for and put them in with the pre-order. So you get them all at once if you want. So here's the piggybacks. Black Panther, number 2. Because I discovered in my poll list, I had 1, 3, and 4. And I'm sitting there going, what happened to 2? So let me roll on back and pick up 2 before it gets too expensive. So here is Black Panther number 2, where he meets up with Besa. And we're going to talk about Besa later on, too. So stay tuned for that. All right, the second piggyback, Fantastic Four 607. The Fantastic Four travel to Wakanda, which means the return of the Black Panther to the pages of the Fantastic Four, which he was introduced. Their mission: what happens when a world completely runs out of vibranium? See, folks always want to get what's yours, always want to colonize. So we're going to check out Fantastic Four 607 and see what they're doing in Wakanda. I also picked up DC Power, a celebration. I wasn't able to get it the first time it came out. And I decided to just be a little patient, just wait a little while, and then I was able to pick it up for a lower price than cover. So yeah, all of our favorite black folks, and this of course was the Black History Month cover. So DC Power, a celebration. And last but not least, Marvel Age number 2. And it features one of my second favorite groups, Alpha Flight. So yeah, I'm a big, huge fan, and you need to just pick these up. Remember, buy the comics, read the comics.